Hey, what's up, YouTube? I'm back. Um, back with another topic. Excuse me. Just had a Coke. That motherfucker was good too. But anyway, back with another topic. I was blog surfing, right, on Downlink, and I came across this blog, right, and it was a younger stud, not too young. She was maybe, I think, about 22, 23. And she was blogging about how difficult it is for her to find a decent paying job, and she feels like that it's, because of her looks and the way she dresses, right? So I read the blog or whatever. Long story short, she was feeling like, most of the jobs or most of the interviews she went on, they immediately, discriminated against her, or, because of the way she looked. Clearly there was no mistaking that you couldn't, there was no way on God's green earth that you couldn't tell that she wasn't a gay female. On top of that, of course, she was a black female. She was, basically saying how difficult it is to get past the interviewing process, right? So me, I'm a very, what's the word, for lack of a better word, I need, the facts. There's always three sides to a story. Your side, their side, and the truth. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all have heard that before. So I'll do a little bit of investigation, right? After I read the blog, I go to her page just to take a look, look at some of the pictures or whatever. And I get to the page, right? And it's do-rags, baseball caps, baggy jeans, hoodies, white tees, just the whole 9 yards, right? And I'm thinking to myself, well, if this is any indication, because I am a firm believer of a person's personal page, like MySpace, Facebook, Downlink, whatever you're on, is a exact replica of that person. You know what I'm saying? If what I was looking at was any indication of how you go to these interviews, I wouldn't hire your ass either. You know what I'm saying? I mean, me being a stud, everybody goes through that little awkward phase where you want to determine if you're going to be a very dominant stud, be very, hard, if being a more mellow, being more aggressive. You find your place, you find your notch, you find your fit, right? But unfortunately, a lot of us haven't figured out, that you got to play the game in order to win, And me personally, if, not saying that I'm going to roll up in there in a skirt and some heels and shit, because that's just not my thing. No disrespect to those of us that are in the corporate world doing that thing, in your heels and your power suits, you know what I'm saying? Do your thing. Be fly as hell with it. All I'm trying to say is, when you go on an interview or when you go to get a job or promotion or whatever, you know what I'm saying? First appearances are everything. First impressions are everything. So if you walk in the interview, your clothes are too big, your pants are falling off your ass, no belt, you're wrinkled, you sound like you didn't pass the 3rd grade literacy test, shit like that. You may think people don't look at that, or you may think that that might not play a factor in you getting hired, but it really does. You can know literally the qualification. You can have all the qualifications in the world for that job. You can know that job like the back of your hand, but if you don't look the part, or if you don't fit the mold per se, unfortunately, that's for everybody, really. Unfortunately, you're judged from the time you walk in the door, and it sucks even more so that us being aggressive females in the workforce, it's like you have so many strikes against you already, because you don't know if this person is, one, prejudiced. You don't know if they are, discriminating against you because of your sexual orientation. You don't know if they're assuming you're gay. Hell, you may be a straight woman with a bald fade and big hoop earrings going into an interview, and just because the interviewer assumes you're gay may not give you the job. You know what I'm saying? It's all about your presentation, pretty much. So, yeah, I just wanted to jump on that for a minute because I'm like, dude, if you look like this going into your interview with your clothes falling all off you and shit, I wouldn't have hired your ass either, like I said before. But, that's just my thing. That's how I feel about it. Shit. Me personally, I'm in school right now for criminal justice. I'm in law enforcement. I want to be a warden 10 years from now, you know what I'm saying, going into corrections. So I already know I have the mindset that, some things may have to change. And I'm ready for that, you know what I'm saying? You just have to do what you need to do to get where you want to be. You know what I mean? So that's just one of them things I felt like, venting about and shit. But, yeah, as always, holler at me on Twitter, www.twitter.com/NappyGenius, NappyJeanyus, Nappy Genius. Holler at the kid. Let me know your thoughts on it. Get at me.